the new in-house designed movement for the SuperOcean by Breitling. Here's the first look at it. Big thanks to Richard at Saltzmans in Rhode Island for getting this over to me super quick. I gotta get this video done, get it back to him because he needs it back there at the shop. These are gonna be maybe scarce in the beginning, but I think as Breitling continues to roll out their new in-house designed movement, I think they're calling it the B31. We're going to start seeing it in more and more models. Like I already showed it in that three-handed top time. Now we're seeing it in the SuperOcean. I'm sure it's going to be used across the lineup. And the best part about it is for the movement, and I got to say this real quick because this is, I think, one of the highlights. We get oftentimes us watch enthusiasts get too hung up on demanding like an in-house movement. And I did this to Breitling too. Like I said, hey guys, let's see your own three-hand movement. The whole time, if anybody from Breitling ever caught wind that I was saying it, which I don't know why they would, they probably had to be thinking like, we've been doing that. Like it's happening right now. And then now that we're starting to see them. But the way it's done in this case, and some other manufacturers do it as well, is it's a in-house designed movement, not in-house manufactured. So it's done through a company, a bespoke company under the Salida umbrella called AMT, and they work in collaboration with Breitling to design these movements. And then the movement becomes it's just for Breitling. So the pros of that is it keeps the cost down, because the SuperOcean prior to this release right here was just over $5,800, and it wasn't as nice as this one. It's super nice, but I think this one's a little nicer. This one's only $6,500, so it didn't really increase the price dramatically. Yes, it went up, but odds are the prices were going to go up regardless. So I think it's great that now we have the Breitling movement on display, proudly showing off their new B31 movement. So it has a free sprung balance, 78-hour power reserve, 26 joules, and then of course it is going to be COSC. All of the Breitling watches are chronometer grade. The other thing that comes along with doing this, and the reason why the price isn't so high, is because some of the parts are going to be similar from the other movement models, if that makes sense. The architecture of the movement and the layout is what's going to be the big difference, but like some of the other parts, it's going to be a little easier to service. It's not going to be like some wild, crazy new contraption. It's still a tried and true components in a package or configuration that is designed with Breitling. So that's really cool. All right, let's get into the watch. The movement I'm super excited about. I'm super happy that Breitling did this move, and I'm excited to see the future models coming out with it. But let's talk about this one. So of course it's the Breitling SuperOcean Heritage. And the case size on this one, I measure the case at 43.3 millimeter. The bezel is a little bit wider at 44 millimeter. Excellent case shape. Still has the stickers on it. That's why it's not. Otherwise it'd be full polished. Check out that crown shape. That is awesome. Signed screw down crown, of course. 200 meter water resist on this one. It's 52 millimeter lug to lug, but it curves down nicely. And then this fitted Milanese bracelet tapers, kind of flies off the head of the watch. Really smooth. You'll see it on my wrist. It works nice. And the thickness on this thing is only 12.5 millimeter thick, and that's included that double dome sapphire crystal with AR coating. Ceramic bezel insert. 120 click on this bezel. Fantastic on the bezel. That sounds so crisp. And you'll notice on this one, because on the regular SuperOceans, they ditched the screws holding the bezel on. So this one has the screws on the bezel. I wonder if they'll bring that back on the SuperOcean. Probably not. The bezel action on the other SuperOcean is great. I can't wait for this movement to land into that watch as well. Maybe a little bit of a redesign on it. I'm not super sold on that one, but this one is perfect. Very nicely done. No sharp edges on this bracelet either. I don't know how they do that, where they cut that and file that, and it's super smooth. I don't know how they do that. It's so good. So 22 millimeter lug opening. You have a lot of different strap or bracelet options, but this one's top notch, and it does taper down. You can see that's how you size it. You have these little links here that you can remove. So it tapers down to 18, and then you have a butterfly clasp. Not super fond of that, but it's fitting for the watch, I think, because it keeps that nice jewelry flow to it. Nice signed center part of that butterfly clasp with Breitling, then Breitling on the milled part in the middle. 7.4 millimeter screw down crown, mentioned that before. 120 click bezel, super crisp, mentioned that. And then we need to do a wrist shot and a loom shot. I got to get this thing boxed up and get it back to Richard, because I'm sure the demand for this watch is going to be high. A lot of Breitling fans out there have been waiting for more in-house Breitling movements. So here it is on my 7¼ inch wrist. Once it's sized up, I think it would lay out really nice. So that's extremely comfortable on wrist, the way that bracelet feels. Very comfortable. I didn't do a close-up of the dial, did I? This dial is kind of messing with my head too, because it's like a gradient or whatever you want to call it, black or dark gray. But there was some low light situations. I even had to take it outside to take a closer look at it. I almost had like, it almost looked really like dark emerald green, but it's not. But it was tricking my eyes. Fully polished handset. Look at how beautiful that is and legible. You know, the Breitling Heritage B up there. Nice applied markers. It's just such a clean watch. For $6,500, guys, we're getting luxury in-house design movement in our Breitlings now. Super excited about this move. And you can get these at Saltzmans in Rhode Island. I'll put Richard's contact information down below. Definitely tell him I sent you. They have the complete Breitling lineup there. There's the loom shot. Excellent. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next vid.